The motorcycle appeared. A few easily identifiable characteristics told me it was Satoko's uncle's bike without a doubt. Was it really him? Was it really Satoko's uncle? I wasn't making a mistake, was I? Is Keiichi making a mistake? Find out! Now. I looked at its characteristics again. Its color, shape, and most of all, the man's clothes and face. Those last feelings of hesitation, I did away with them. Satoko, now your Nene will end it, okay? Closer, closer, the bike came closer. Let's go. Satoshi! Yeah. Whoosh! I jumped out of the thicket. I used my shoulder to basically tackle the uncle on the bike with all my might. Imagine if it just doesn't even phase him. Ah! Ah! He gave a dumb shout as his bike completely lost its balance. Finally it fell, the bike scattering clouds of sand, and after spinning it stopped. Uncle tossed to the ground, didn't understand what had just happened, and groaned for a few moments, crouched on the ground. Do we even get to see what he looks like in this one? I don't know. My breathing started to become ragged. No, I couldn't have the solution. Some weird crossed through my brain and nearly made me hallucinate that everything was in a negative effect. Our uncle was groaning, and now was the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. What was I doing? All the sounds in the world cut off. My mental chaos from a moment ago withdrew like a lie, and I could feel the temperature in my head rapidly cooling down. The tension in my muscles all went away like the strings they'd been attached to had been cut, and I let my hands dangle at my sides. It wasn't quite like exhaustion. Have you calmed down now, Keiichi Maibara? Do we need to remember again why things got to this point today? Scrape, scrape. I stepped over the purpled path, taking one step, another step, and then another towards Satoko's uncle. The more I walked, the more my breathing calmed. The more I walked, the more I felt my body cooling, calming, chilling with frost. Yes, at this moment the sky had lost permission to live. I just whatever, Frank's statement, so he mustn't stay in this world any longer. If he lived any longer, Satoko's misfortune continued. It would be my responsibility for having allowed him to live. I could feel the cooling substance going through my whole body, even down to my capillaries, or whatever pronunciation. My uncle was at my feet now, still on the ground like an idiot. Well, you have to be an idiot to still be on the ground at this point. I mean, how much is like Keiichi being like, okay, I'm gonna think all this random shit before as I'm approaching you, and he's not even got up. I smiled coldly at how ridiculously he looked. Probably got a slasher smile. That's all it took for it to hurt. Satoko's heart hurt much more, and now you're gonna feel that. And with your life, I'll make up for the pain. I erased all unnecessary information from my mind. I prioritized the murder of this man. Execute. Wham! Utterly calmly, I delivered my first strike to the back of his head. Oh, it's turning into an RPG now. It feels like just like Keiichi has encountered Satoko's uncle, hits him with that. It's super effective. I went for the gets at the most effective spots, at least during the first moment I'd have to attack him while he was at his most defenseless. And if he was hit in the head, he'd cover his head. It was a defensive reaction all humans made like machines. He used both hands to cover his head so he couldn't pick himself up off the heap he was in on the ground. Like pounding a caterpillar into the dirt, I hit him over and over. If he covered his head, I'd hit him in the side. If he covered his body, I'd go for his head. If he rolled over, I'd strike his feet, his knees, his elbows. I didn't care where anymore. By just delivering one blow after another, I induced panic in him. I retained my overwhelming advantage, but I hadn't done nearly enough to deliver a fatal blow. Our uncle skillfully pulled himself up on the ground and started to run like a fleeing rabbit. It There wasn't a judgment being made after seeing the face and decided, well, fight me. Right now he was fleeing by instinct, just trying to escape from the threat that had presented itself. A counterattack from the more physically capable was what I was most concerned about. He may have run, but it wasn't all that unlucky, and the odds were in my favor. The uncle didn't run away towards people, but off the path and into the woods. How pleasant how he would run in a direction where nobody else was. He was fleeing into a strange geography like a rat that instinctively runs into tight spots over and over. Yes, he was no longer human. He was a rat. The blood vessels in my legs expanded and my total oxygen supply increased. I lowered myself to gain the most explosive velocity I could. Without breathing, I became a wind-like shadow and dashed. I crossed thickets, crushed dead tree branches underfoot, and dove through the woods like a bullet. He ran so cowardly, arms flailing as he went. After catching up to him, I didn't need so much as a blink of an eye to strike him again. My senses, mind, and body were all sharp and really looking this man. This was the first time I stood to this. Well, this was the first experience I'd ever had to kill someone. It felt natural to them as it is for the first time, and that meant I had this much time to kill him. Or perhaps the act of killing was so simple that anyone could do it. I didn't struggle to grow tired of all chasing the clumsily fleeing uncle. No matter how much he ran, it was like trying to get away from his own shadow. He couldn't get away from me. Now it's like he mentioned this, like his biggest worry for this was, well, one of his worries was if her uncle fought back, because he's clearly bigger and stronger than Keiichi physically. But he's running away. It kind of reminds me of like rhinos, for example. A rhino could fuck most animals up, but he usually just flees. Like, sees the situation and it's like, fuck it. It could charge, but half the time it's just like, nope, don't want any of that. I could easily aim at his back, his shoulder, and his head even from this unnatural stance. Each time I struck him, he wailed in pain and begged pitifully for forgiveness, but it didn't disturb my mind. I imagine he's got that classic Higurashi eyes. If you haven't seen the eyes in the anime version, the one I'm referencing is the crazy eyes where it goes like, it's pretty much like this, I don't know how to describe it, it's like the eyes become huge and small at the same time. It's freaky. I was neither excited nor plagued by hesitation like before. I felt sharp, I felt like a carnivore. Of course, so did the uncle who was trying to run away because he didn't want to die. No, he felt more like a herbivore. He didn't want to be eaten, like a herbivore running with all its might, trying to get away. Despite all the attacks, despite all the hits, he kept on fleeing without even staggering. And despite the bad footing in the forest, he impressively never tripped over anything. But there was no need to admire that fact. It was simply proof that he was no more than an animal. If he was chased, he would run. If he was going to be killed, he would run. He bared his fangs at the weak, but couldn't oppose the strong whatsoever. He was lowly, vulgar, such a beautiful creature had a heart. Scar after scar to our body and mind, deep wounds that might not even go away as long as she lived. I'm ruined in the mood, but whatever. My personality changed into something specialized from appealing to devour an elusive animal before me with a Geiger's-like background. The uncle gave a puny little shriek of his head and ran so far away. I'm impressed by how much you can run. Fine, run as much as you like. I will be your death. I will choose the moment at my leisure. Your legs will hurt, your lungs will feel about to burst your hidden breath from that box like hand. If you feel the pain has become worse than death, then by all means, stop any time. Without tuning Max, forgetting on his terror of the approaching death, he just ran shamefully onwards. He ran, but was chased, his head bashed with a metal bat, sweat and drool flying everywhere, blood clinging to him. From his his mouth came the sounds of hoarse, irregular breathing and high-pitched screams that verged on crying, and pleas for forgiveness of something I didn't know. Each and every second was a second of atonement that I granted him. Now run as fast as you can. Keiichi is gonna fuck you up. Then follow the moon and joy. Where did you even crawl out of anyway? You were never here before. If you were never here, you never should have showed up. If you never showed up, our lives would still be fun and enjoyable. We would have had gone to today's festival waiting for each other and gone to a shrine laughing. We would have been playing amongst the stars right about now. Browsing the strange food stalls you saw at the festival, trying to get prizes and gold from really stuffing right from our target practice. Milan would surely make it into a competition, and we as a club would have a grand fucking time. And everyone could have been cheering during a chance to dance, and everyone would say how fun it was, and we would give us a taste of home. And funny, warm times spent with friends and dance. We haven't origins and how to lost masterpieces. There was no chance that would be what the world was like if you never showed up. You were the obstacle, the mistake, the hurting world. That world, but I would correct that now. I would erase you and make it so that last week never happened. Tonight was the Tatarigoroshi festival of happiness. The holy night where taking just one life was permitted in the name of Earth as I was cast. Ah, it looked like Higurashi stopped crying at some months. But Higurashi cried. Title drop. Everything but ends. And the Higurashi silence. Lowly one, our atonement is at an end. The Higurashi stopped the crying, thus it is the end. The end ends. And you don't have to run away anymore. Die with those dirty brains of yours smashed everywhere. Lightning and thunder struck like an explosion. Well, literally. It was so loud it shook the ground, and I smelled gunpowder. Why is that? That's not a cliche, isn't it? It's like, for dramatic effect, we'll have thunder and lightning thrown in there. The response I got this time is clearly different from the one before. The metal bat crunched into the crown of his head. It was like the top of his head. It caved in. The bat felt like it was fighting him. It had been the final killing attack that visited him, and I didn't overlook the opening he left as his knees gave out under him. I remained alert for a few moments, then Flood pointed both knees to the ground, and then fell forward, burying my head in the ground. I'd been holding back my ragged breathing, but now it all came out of me like a dam bursting, or like the rain just suddenly bursting there. My head was dizzy and light, and unable to maintain my balance, I leaned against a nearby tree. The uncle didn't try and guard his head any longer. After a disgusting sort of spasm, he stopped moving. Did I get him? Did I get him for sure? I fought back my exhausted urge to fall over where I stood, and drew towards him carefully, bat still at the ready. It was possible he was sick, and I didn't try to wait it out. So I checked for a pulse. I realized right away, though, how unnecessary that would be. So I thought he might be sick, and then I would just have to keep pummeling him until I was faster. I brought back my ragged breathing again, and then I swung my bat far above and brought it down. His body leaped like a bow and then trying to do it. And once again, I aimed for his head and swung. The reaction was the same this time. Jeez. Have to spend a few moments making his head into mushi. Seriously, the head gradually started to feel different, and it started to spray a filthy dark red liquid everywhere. That was enough. It was definite now. I had absolutely killed him. There was no sense of accomplishment, nor one of regrets. I didn't feel anger towards Toko's uncle, nor pity towards Toko herself. Instead, right now, I was feeling like my heart had been stolen by the downpour. It had begun to rain at some point, and how comfortable it felt. The rainwater drenched my body and dripped down to the ground. The excitement within me faded as the rain washed away the grime. Next change, my shoes were so wet they made splashing sounds. And despite it using Satoshi's bat like that, it wasn't bent very much. There were a few dents in it, probably from hitting the man, but nothing that would make it seem different than before. Instead, it had been stained with black, with red, with mud and blood. But that itself would be evidence. The one piece of evidence needed to prove that my delusions hadn't just been daydreams, and that he ended Satoko's uncle for all it could be. Alright, Keiichi, calm your mind. The time for passion is over. Now is the time to be cold as ice. I needed to bury the body. But where was I? I simply followed the man as far as he ran into the darkness. I couldn't take a guess as to how far we'd run. It was already pitch black around us, and the only light I had to go on was the very faint lights on the road a little further down. It was so dark out. I hadn't noticed the darkness until just now. My vision was so good that I could see the man's ugly hairline. I could have counted the pores on his head. It was only now that I realized how much crazy strength I had mustered at that moment. I went over the street lights. I looked up and down the road, desperately trying to figure out where I was. This was the one road connecting in the side of the town. We were unbelievably far away from Satoko's house. That the two of us really run so far a distance. My surprise at that was accomplished by knowledge of the miraculous fact that despite running so far and making so much noise, we hadn't come across anybody at all. There was a long way between here and the ambush location where I dug the hole. There was no way I could carry the body that far. Wait, aside from that, the bike the man took here was still lying in the middle of that path. That would be an issue. The police could tell whose motorcycle was by looking at its license plate, and they wouldn't just leave it at that. Like Keiichi this whole time has been thinking this, like, oh yeah, this plan is perfect. Now that he's actually freaking gone about it, he's like, oh fuck, there were actually a shit ton of flaws here. Thankfully the corpse was in a dark forest. In terms of urgency, dealing with the bike was so first. And I wanted to get the shovel back from where I left it next to home. I shouldn't drag the body down. I would have to deal with it right here. Fortunately the ground was like mud from the downpour and there was more smudgy here than where I was before. I might be able to dig really quickly again. Of course my bicycle was still over where I'd left it too. It still wasn't over. One side had only been half of my goal. The other half would be just as important as the first. I'd completely hide the body, not allowing a beginning to happen. I'd erase the man like he'd never existed and regain the peaceful times we had before. I bent my head backwards and calmed my mind even further. The big water droplets struck my brow mercifully. They were actually quite comfortable, and for a while I let my desire have its way. After confirming that I was sharp again, I started running through the rain. The motorcycle was in the grass at the roadside. Considering how it looked, pelted with rain and covered in mud, it actually seemed like it had been lying there for a very long time. The plan was to drop the motorcycle into the swamp. The swamp was a bit of a walk from here. I lifted the bike up. I didn't think it would be so heavy. I was a little surprised. Once I had it upright, it was fairly easy to roll it along. Still pushing this thing all the way to the swamp was really not something I wanted to do. I could no longer ignore my exhaustion, and it warned me numerous times about how far away the swamp was. This motorcycle, if I could ride it well enough. Once I got it going, it would be basically the same as a bicycle. I wouldn't get into the swamp quickly. Plan suggested by my exhaustion, the anxiety of getting on a motorcycle for the first time was real. I turned the key and then you just pedal, right? Yeah. It's on. And then I gripped the handlebars, first the right, then the left. Maybe I just slept too much, somebody wished, and did a wheel like an angry horse. I lost it for a second, but it was just a problem of how much trouble. Let's try it again. This time slowly, gently. That time it went well. It was strange to be on a two-wheeled vehicle that would go even if I didn't pedal very on, but I got used to it quickly. Jan once told me you could get a scooter license within a day and shoot trailer roads. This was pretty easy. There's a further mental back into the swamp too. I didn't know how I packed the battery into the motorcycle. Not much other choice, I stuffed it in the back of my shirt, feeling like a ninja carrying a katana. I put the tip down, seat of my pants and hunched over it, wouldn't fall. I got back on the bike and this time got going without any difficulty. I carefully pressed the button labeled light, and a rather strong light came on, eliminating the way forward. I probably really shouldn't have turned it on, but I didn't have any way of seeing at this point, and I had zero confidence I could ride through the darkness. As the rain came down on me, I maintained a precarious balance and inched my way towards the swamp. Along the way, I ran across a few people who seemed to be returning from the festival, but none of them had any interest in me. They were either all soaked through with the rain and hurrying on their way home, or had their umbrellas low and their heads down. This way I might have been wary of even those passerbys, but right now it didn't seem to be much cause for concern. In fact, it would probably be less suspicious to be riding out in the open like this instead of sneaking around. More and more, though, I start to think that idea is naive, brought on by my exhausted state. I climbed the steep hill. On a bike, the hill would have put me out of breath, but I just had to accelerate a little bit to climb the entire thing. Motorcycle sure are convenient. For a moment, its lights illuminated a sign before I passed by it. Coming out through the swamp, children do not play around here. Still, it wasn't like the way to the swamp was put on off by metal fence or anything. Parents and teachers would get mad at you if they found out you were playing at the swamp. And some of the bad kids in my class apparently snuck out here sometimes to see the giant crayfish in this place. Anyways, they talked before about how they go to the candy shop and buy some pickled squid. They just tie it to a fishing line and throw it, and all the crayfish would come running. Swimming, I suppose. Once I got up to the bank, there was a tiny ritual shrine and traditional ropes hung under the trees. And as it swallowed the downpour horror, the blackened swamp had waited for me. So I slammed on the accelerator from the cliff like now I'd like stop as I was on now, swing would fly straight into the middle of the swamp. I had to be careful not to fall in with it. If I disappeared, man, what a stupid ghost story that would be. On a night of Tatarigoroshi, Satoko's uncle's corpse was found in a thicket by the road leading to town, and Keiichi, my bar, went missing. People would whisper that I'd been beamed away. The 5th year's curse would be a half-baked one. I got off the bike and twisted the accelerator as hard as I could. I let go just when it seemed like it would drag me forward. The bike shot off the cliff and was swallowed down into the swamp, leaving a far steeper track than I'd imagined. Its surface was being fumbled by the downpour, and the muddy, filthy water was flowing into it. I couldn't even make out the motorbike I'd just thrown in there. It was pretty heavy after all. It would be quickly engulfed by the soft mud at the bottom of the swamp, and it would be pulled deeper and deeper until it reached hell itself. I felt no reluctance whatsoever in throwing the man's motorcycle down to the land of the demons, but I did have a tinge of regret when I did it with Satoshi's bats. The muddy water washed up the raw sticking to it and it sunk easily. I had sort of shared today's events with Satoshi, so I wanted to give it a quiet place to stay. That's how I felt. I started feeling more like returning it to the locker from before, so it could continue to keep watch over Satoko. Satoshi, I probably, misunderstood you. Satoshi listened quietly without nodding. I am absolutely convinced now. You were the one who beat John to death last year and saved Satoko. We scorned you and called you a coward who ran away. I was wrong. To the rest of the world, some deviant was behind that instance, but I know. That was something you did for her. And then you disappeared. You finally got back that peace and lost it within days. So I swear to you that I will live life to the fullest from now on, live it enough for the both of us. I will live on as though this week of this day never happens. but I will never forget the short time we shared together for as long as I live. I didn't know what expression Satoshi made as he listened, but someone who had protected the same girl. I felt he had smiled and given me his blessing. And then, my hand moved of its own accord, and the bat I had hesitated to throw away left my hands and flew through the air. It travelled its propulsive path, spinning all the while, and the swamp absorbed it without a sound. There weren't even any ripples when it hit the surface. That surface was tempestuous because of the downpour, and the bat was long gone. For a moment I regretted having thrown it, but I realized that might have been what Satoshi had wanted. Right. Still can't let myself give in to emotion just yet. I return from my shovel and get on my bike. Dig a hole to hide the body and bury it. It seemed like a simple sequence of events, but I felt extremely exhausted, and I had to do it all tonight. So she left me with only the advice that I needed to finish this up soon. Then fell silent for eternity and disappeared like a part of the demons it is. I think that's what Higurashi means, isn't it? Demons abyss, something like that. I returned to the backside and the shrunk on. My back was hidden, sleeping in the brush. I stood it back up. My whole body felt heavy, but I needed to finish by the end of the day, even if I had to whip myself to do it. Oh, I forgot something! I didn't discard him from my bike. The shovel was here too. Not good. I was zoning out. Every once in a while, if I let my guard down, my losing would almost double. Hold yourself together, Keiichi, my bara. It's still not over. The scene drags on. I went into the grove of trees and looked for the hole in which I'd hidden the shovel. Unfortunately, I'd hidden it deep in the forest, not wanted to be seen, and now everything was black in the night, and I couldn't see anything anymore. Should have brought a flashlight. I reawakened my fading consciousness to the goofy music, and realized just how big this annoyance really was. Wait, you can't be serious. This music is goofy. The sweat of the rain washed away before it came back up to my skin. Deep in the forest where the street lights could never reach. The fact that it would be so pitch black had been completely uncalculated. With this much darkness, even if I had been able to kill him right away like I planned, I didn't know if I still could have buried him without a problem. What should I do? I simply couldn't find the shovel tonight. If I forced myself to go deep into the forest, I would lose even my sense of direction. I might actually get lost in there. That might have been an exaggeration, but it was fully possible I'd trip over a tree root and sprain a muscle. Or, ironically enough, maybe it'd even fall in the hole that he freaking dug. Alright, my house's storage room. There was another shovel there, the same fold-up kind. Couldn't I go back to the house, get the shovel, and give up on finding the shovel tonight? It's not as though the name my bar is written on the shovel, but it seemed like an unusual item from an important variety store made in another country, so I didn't want to leave that shovel here. But in this darkness, I couldn't do anything. Where did I get a shovel from again? I can't remember. I should give up and go back to the storage room. And there was an electric lantern in there. If I used that for lights, I could look for it. But it was so extremely dark, could I light the way with just a lantern? The light of a lantern in this dark night. I couldn't discard the possibility of it drawing eyes, and I doubted if I could find the shovel with the lantern's feeble light. Besides, I'd left the body there for a pretty long time already. My sense of fear delved through excessive exhaustion and finally reared its ugly head. Anyway, for now, the most important thing is to hide the body. The shovel being found wouldn't be a big deal, but hers. If I found that, I'd share the same fate as Satoko. First, I'd go back to the storage room and home. Then I'd get the lantern. Now that's gotten the spark, I might soon need to dig a body for the hole for the body too. Now I'd get the other shovel. And then I'd deal with the body first thing. Once that was done, I'd come back here, find the shovel, and bring it back. Can we get on with it, Keiichi? Can we get to the next tip and call it a frickin' recording? I had to at least that much, but I was so tired. The complaining was getting in the way. If I start again completion now, everything will have been for naught. At some point I had sat down, I gritted my teeth and endured, lifted my heavy head. The night was young. Of all the nights I'd experienced, none had ever been this long. But this was gonna be a long one. When would it all end? The night was young. Finally, transition. Higurashi, when they cry. Man, freaking recording. How many bloody parts am I gonna get out of this? 2 or 3 at least. The lights at home were dazzling bright. Suddenly they reminded me of how hungry I was. I checked the clock and saw that it was almost 7. Wait, it's summer and it's already gotten that dark at 7 o'clock? What the hell? I thought for sure it was 2 or 3 in the morning already. Looks more like that, doesn't it? I was surprised that I messed up my biological clock had gotten just from this one night. There was a warm light coming from the curtains in the living room window. The world between here and there was beyond those curtains was so different. If only that man hadn't shown up, I would have been in that light. I'd still be excited from the fistful, and I'd be talking to my parents about how much fun I had with all of my friends. And then, even though they made a hot meal for me, I would have eaten way too much at the stalls, barely eaten any of it, and gone back to my room. No doubt I'd crawl into my food and easily let myself fall asleep. Right now it was completely different. There wasn't a single ember of warmth from those weak streetlights. Right now I was unconnected to any time spent with my family, and there was neither warm food nor the time to allow myself to sleep. My body exposed to the cold rain, I knew that I simply had to spur myself on to accomplish what I must. I realized how timid and how cowardly I was becoming. For what reason did I need to kill someone even if it felt this terrible? I lost sight of my purpose. I selected the fastest and most fundamental way of saving Satoko, and executed it without hesitation. That man was dead. He was gone. He would never ever hurt Satoko again. We all fought frantically for days on end about Satoko's problem, and finally, with no options, we gave up, and I had solved it in one night, by myself without anyone's help. Right about now, Satoko would be making dinner for Uncle, despite not knowing when he'd return, and she might be spending the night trembling in fear of whether he'd yell at her for how it tasted. But her uncle wouldn't come home. She wouldn't have to fear his wrath, nor let him make her feel sad. I see. I did it. I successfully saved Satoko. All I'd been thinking about for a long time was killing that man, and I'd forgotten the feeling that I was actually all to save her. I did. I did something good. Oh, did you? Really? That's right. I did something good, didn't I? I felt hot tears coming from my eyes, and that's when I first realized that the exhaustion I'd been feeling was actually guilt. See, Keiichi? The blade of guilt for a while now had just been scraping away with its tip, hurting my heart. It hurt so bad I couldn't stand it. It was throbbing painfully. It hurt so much it was so painful that I cried. I cried tears of joy at saving Satoko. I didn't know why really anymore. I just cried. My tears fell and fell. As I stood there for a while, coming to terms with those warm tears, my heart was comforted a little. Right, Keiichi, my Mara. That's enough. There is nothing to regret or feel ashamed about. Both my body and mind were thoroughly exhausted, and that was a fact. It was only natural I couldn't feel anything. Even tomorrow and the day after that, I might not be able to feel anything for a while. But there was one thing that was true. There was the undisputable fact that I had saved Satoko. One day we would surely be rewarded. One day I would be proud about the stressing and enterprise I had undertaken to get Satoko's smile back. And so that I could wait for that day, I had to put the finishing touches on this night. If I left it undone, everything I'd accomplished today would be for naught. I looked back up at the sky, which didn't look like it would stop raining anytime soon. Then I rubbed my eyes and summoned forth energy from my core again. How long did I plan on spacing out? This isn't the time for daydreaming. Someone could find that corpse this very moment. That pessimistic thought was proof that very natural emotion of fear had returned to me. As I allowed fear to spur me onwards, I went to look for the yellow shovel and a lantern inside the storage room. It was fortunate. I remember that it looked like what it looked like around the street light the body was near. With how dark it was quite possible I wouldn't have been able to look for it either. I didn't realize so that when I left the place, so the idea of memorizing the spot hadn't even crossed my mind. That's why I have to call it fortunate that I managed to get back to the body like this. The corpse is now located in a big muddy body. After thinking it already sunk into a swamp like a pool of water, I only realized afterward that there was an unused irrigation channel right nearby clogged with full of leaves and dirt, and there was rain water flowing into there. My shoes had been awash with water for a long time now, so without any hesitation I stepped into the body. The old muddy stream started flowing back, luckily. I couldn't leave any slight traces like bloodstains. The rain was like a blessing from heaven. I looked around me, paying very close attention, then turned off the light. It became pitch black, but my eyes got used to the darkness in a few moments, and once I managed to reach the street light on the outside, I was able to make out even faint lights. But man, I've been recording an hour 40 minutes. Bloody hell. It's just like I said, I might take a break after this record session. But honestly, if it's gonna be like 3 parts, I'll probably end up recording like after that anyway. Although I might take a break once I've finished this question arc, because then there's only the 4th question arc left and the first answer arc, because none of the other ones have been re-released yet. Anyways, see you next time, dudes. See you next time.